Key witness dominated most of today's testimony in Ken Paxton's impeachment trial as the clock starts to wind down. I'm Daniel Marin.
Thanks for being with us. I'm Britt Moreno. Now today we heard from the outside lawyer Paxton hired to help Nate Paul, an Austin real estate investor, friend, and campaign donor to Paxton. Our Capitol correspondent Monica Madden is joining us live tonight from the Capitol. Monica.
Hey there, Britt. Well, Brandon Kamak gave us more insight into how Paxton might have directly tried to get him involved in helping Nate Paul, the campaign donor and friend, as you mentioned. And this follows last week when we heard from whistleblowers who testified that Paxton had repeatedly asked them to hire Kamak and they refused in the effort of helping Paul after these whistleblowers looked at some of the claims that Paul was making about a widespread conspiracy against him, to which the whistleblowers found was, quote, bogus.
A key witness to House Manager's impeachment case against Ken Paxton, dominating most of Tuesday's trial.
The only person I reported to was Mr. Paxton at his direction.
Brandon Kamak says Paxton brought him in as an outside attorney to take on Nate Paul's case. His testimony shedding light on the extent Paul and his lawyer were directing him.
I just was trying to do my job.
Helping write subpoenas and providing names of who Paul wanted Kamak to look into.
This is a discreet way to get information. Grand jury proceedings are private and secret proceedings, and so we'd be able to get information that way without raising any kind of alarms or causing some type of, panic about the situation. And he said it was a smart idea.
So he endorsed it?
Yes, sir.
He told the jury how it unraveled quickly once whistleblowers tried to halt Kamak's grand jury subpoenas.
I'm going and working, everything is okay, I'm getting affirmation that everything is good, and then all of a sudden I've got cease and desist letters, U.S. Marshal showing up at my office, and I'm trying to figure out how did we go from that to this.
Defense arguing Kamak didn't get taken advantage of and his work didn't do much to help Nate Paul.
You would agree with me, Mr. Kamak, that was not your purpose. You were not there trying to benefit Nate Paul or his business entities. That's not why you agreed to get involved in this. Agreed?
Absolutely not. I didn't even know Nate Paul or his entities or anything like that.
And Kamak also told the jury how he never received a dime for the weeks of work that he was doing for Paxton in helping Paul. He says that the issues that arose at the end of his work were tied to the fact and made worse by the fact that he did not have any credentials within the Office of Attorney General and never received a government email or anything official for the contract work he was doing. Now, I want to point out in the last, couple hours, we have heard from 3 more witnesses and they're still on the last one. The first one was Joe Brown, a former U.S. assistant attorney. The second was Kendall Garrison, the CEO of Amplify Credit Union. And right now we're still hearing from Darren McCarty, who was another former top aide who eventually reported Paxton to the FBI. Britt, Daniel.
Monica, thank you so much for staying on top of all of that for us. And we do want to let folks know the trial could very well wrap up this week. This morning, Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick told the defense they have a little over 12 hours to call witnesses or cross-examine. House managers, by the way, have about 9 hours to do so. You can watch the entire Senate trial each day on our website, KXAN.com. Check out the Paxton impeachment section.